Streaming.
Okay, we're streaming.
Okay, we're streaming. Hello, one person that watches this stream.
A little generous, but yeah.
If you were here last time, what happened in our adventure? Our adventurers finally made it out of the forest. They delved into a grove where they discovered this strange flower spewing necrotic and dark magics, blotting out the sky. The party slayed the flower, which in turn broke the hypnotic trance it had over these druids that were in the forest. The druids couldn't really recall anything, and basically told the party what I just told everybody else, that the flower seemed to be polluting the forest. When they destroyed the flower, you guys saw all these bipedal plant-like beings, the beings that attacked you, kind of emerge from the forest. It seems that they were created by the flower, but now without the flower, they are their own beings. You guys chose to leave the sapling that the flower was upon alone, ensuring that these plant creatures now have lives of their own and can determine their own future. And you escorted the two surviving druids out of the forest, which brings us to where we are now. As you all exit the forest, after some time, you come into your destination, the Tundran Village, which you were headed to, the home of the ancestral Tundran humans that inhabit the region of Nilaya.
Wow.
As you exit the forest, the one druid that did all the talking, he is, as you guys exit the forest to the northern edge of town, these probably a group of 4 or 5 other humans wearing this druidic clothing run up with this elderly looking individual embracing the druid that did all the talking. He seems very pleased with this person's return. The elderly individual motioned to the other druids, who will hustle the 2 Tundrans you brought out of the woods further into town, and he will bow to you all. Oh, thank you for returning my son Tonrar to me. I am the archdruid of the Tundran people here. Welcome to our village.
Well, since nobody's talking. Man, I didn't get in character. It's been so long.
It's all good.
He's got the voice. What does he look like?
He is probably a human within like his late 70s. Very, very gaunt. He is wearing kind of these animal skins, various like beads of ferns, like of plant matter around his neck. He does have this long wooden staff, and he has the very distinct, like, draped around his neck, a very distinct, like, weasel.
How well known is he?
He did just say that he is the archdruid of the Tundran people.
I'm just wondering if I would have met him before.
So, Silo, with your knowledge, with being in Nilaya for so long and knowing so many things, you would know that the Tundran people have a spiritual leader or a leader of their village known as the Archdruid. The Archdruid forgoes their name and forgoes everything about them, basically to just be called the Archdruid.
Okay, cool. But would I know this person? Do we have rapport? It's okay if you don't. If it's no. But
with you being a guide, not many people come to the Tundran village.
Okay.
Those that do come to the Tundran village, especially with like people from the Stone Herald Kingdom recently coming here, people can easily find their way to the Tundran village. Your guiding purposes is more for like the northern portion between the Kingdom of the Forgotten and the western portion of the land. Okay. Trying to get people that way towards the Wayfarer. This is more of a like path less traveled, I guess you could say.
You don't come to this part of town.
That's fine. Okay.
Well, thank you for welcoming us, Archdruid. We could use some shelter.
Yes, of course, there is. And he kind of motions towards this area down here. The Outlanders have built what you called an inn in our town. There's some stores and whatnot, I think is what they call it. If you could give me a day to heal my son and his companion, and then meet me at the longhouse towards the shore, I will be sure that you are paid for your escapades, and my son can fill me in on what has happened.
Yes, we can use some rest ourselves. We shall.
What time is it roughly? Is it like day or night?
Hang on, I gotta get my notebook. Maybe I wrote it down.
All right, cool.
Garbage DM, sorry.
No, that's cool. Daku, can you see the screen by chance? Because you're watching the stream?
Yep, you're all in that top right-hand corner.
Gotcha, okay. I was just wondering if we need to share or stream the screen.
There was a
Discord.
ping on the rock somewhere.
Nice. Okay, good stuff.
Early evening, I don't have it written down.
Early evening, okay.
So we're talking like 5 o'clock. Like the sun is still kind of up, but it's starting to get dusk a little bit.
We shall make our way to the inn, and maybe we can have a conversation tomorrow. How does that sound?
Yes, of course. What the fuck was that voice? Hang on. Yes, that would be great. I will see you when you arrive. Just my people will let you. I'm sorry, I'm a little overwhelmed with my son returning. Just approach our longhouse next to the shore when you are ready tomorrow.
I hope your son gets a full recovery. And have a good night.
And he walks away.
And we head to the inn, or at least I do. At least I tell my party to.
Follow me.
Are you guys going to the inn?
I shall.
Yeah. This
Okay.
little one can pay for our food.
All right. As you guys are walking through town, something that catches your eye is the large tree in the middle. As you guys were walking by, you would have seen that this is just a large. It's a massive tree with completely white bark. And the ground underneath the tree is not snow covered. It has lush grass and flowers, and there seem to be like some little streams of fresh water flowing underneath of it. It's encircled by a ring of stones, and there seem to be 2 druids kind of in meditative states around it. Walking past that and approaching the inn, you will see 3 Goliaths in kind of like fur and hide armor sitting kind of cross-legged or kneeling down next to this large flat stone. There seems to be a good pile of coin in the middle of the stone as these Goliaths are rolling dice and kind of jeering at each other.
Wait, where are the Goliaths?
They are right in front of the inn.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
The Goliaths kind of side-eye you guys as you're walking in, but don't pay you any mind. Do you guys enter the inn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Entering the inn, you are greeted by the sight of a large central hearth in the middle. Oh, hang on. I gotta find my tab. Where'd it go? Did I close it? No, I didn't. I just had this open. You'll see a large central hearth in the middle. In this hearth is a roaring fire, and lined along the walls, you'll see benches and tables, and kind of towards the back of the inn is a counter with a door behind it. And manning the counter is a grizzled old dwarf who's kind of spit shining some mugs. And you'll just see some various Goliaths. Actually, you only really see Goliaths kind of sitting at these tables, eating and drinking. And their loud, boisterous talking goes to hushed whispers as you all entered the inn. You'll also notice a cloaked figure sitting on a bench near the hearth. Just a general glance at the figure, you'll see this red draconic snout peeking out from under the hood as they're sitting right in front of as they're sitting near the fire. What do you do?
As I
Can I talk?
walk
Go ahead.
in, I hear the Goliath quiet down. I'm like, that's what I like, a quiet Goliath. I'm gonna go sit at the bar.
The Goliaths just all kind of and the dwarf manning the bar. Another one. Welcome to the Drunken Outlander. What can I get you? You got coin, lad?
Of course. Just give me something strong.
I got ale. Would you like a mug of dwarven ale, lad?
If it's strong.
Oh, there's nothing stronger than dwarven ale. And he'll hold out his hand. 6 copper.
I'll give him 6 copper.
All right. And he walks over to this barrel with a stout in it and pours this very foamy ale and slides it over to you.
Actually, how do I convert gold to copper?
10 copper pieces is 1 gold piece.
Okay.
Wait, isn't it silver?
No, so it's I think the exchange rate is 5.
So typically it's 10 copper is 1 silver, 10 silver is 1 gold.
Oh, I have to look. Let me see it. Let me look at the exchange rate. Oh, good. Sorry. Then it must be 20. Then it's 20 gold pieces. So
What?
give me 1 second. Or 20 copper pieces. 1 second. Sorry, I'm the idiot here. Anyway, you give him a money. An amount of money we'll determine here in a second, and he slides it over to you. Dungeons and Dragons exchange rate. Currency exchange. There it is. 1 silver equals 5 copper. 1 gold equals 10 silver. That's stupid.
Wait, really? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're just going to do everything in intervals of 5 just for simplicity's sake.
Okay.
In this game. Is that okay with you guys, or
It's probably safer to stick with the rules in the book, so because they base all the other items
that's
gold
fine.
value based off that.
No, that's valid. So let me pull up that exchange rate again. So it is 1 gold would be, so if 1 silver is 5, so we're talking like 50 copper pieces is what you have.
So I'd give him a gold because I don't have actual copper pieces.
Oh, he as soon as you hand him a gold piece, he's like, oh, ha ha, big spender, all right.
I expect change.
As his face immediately just, and he goes. You see, he takes a ring of keys off his belt and towards the door to the back. And you see there are 2 locks on the door. He unlocks 1 lock and unlocks another lock and opens the door and shuts it very quickly behind him.
Okay.
And then he comes back out with a small sack. And he's like, here. And drops the sack.
I'll put that away and clock that door for later, for sure.
And he locks the locks behind him. Goes back to the door and locks the locks. Do you count the copper pieces you got?
I'll count it in the bag. Try to.
Okay.
I want to pour it all on the counter. How much would that be exactly, though?
We didn't count it.
I said yes, though. It's not gonna pour it up on the table.
There's 20 copper pieces in that bag.
I hope that's accurate.
All right. Well, is there anything else I can get you, or are you gonna bleed me dry, lizard?
Not yet.
Well, I don't like loiterers, so tell your friends that if they want something, they can buy, or they can leave.
I'm gonna not acknowledge it at all.
I approached the barkeep. Is there like a receptionist? or is it just a?
It's just the dwarf man in the bar.
Okay, I approached that guy.
Hello. The Archdruid sent us.
Ah!
We can find lodging.
Ugh. Oh, Rao's bones! We don't see myconids every day. Usually
Yes.
you're all secluded in your tunnels back home.
Yes, there's not many of us. At least not wandering around the Arctic.
Well, do you have money?
Yes.
Oh, then good. Then you're a good myconid. What can I get you, lad? Or ma'am? I don't really know. Sorry.
I'm just an old man, so a simple room will do.
Oh, a room for ya? Huh? Okay. Let's go. How many nights are you staying?
Just stick with one for now.
All right, it's going to be 5 copper pieces up front.
He's also
Very
paying
well.
for me.
Yeah, 5 copper pieces for you, buddy.
I turned to Brunt.
As an apology for burning me, you can cover it.
You know, I am a guide for you, and I do charge for my services. I have yet to receive your payment.
It was worth a try. And I'll hand the 5 copper to the guy for a room.
You now have 15 copper pieces. He's like, hey.
Wait, sorry, is it 5 copper is 1 silver? Is that
Yeah,
right?
5 copper is 1
I
silver.
hand him a silver.
Oh, excellent. Exact change, unlike your friend here. And he, daggers at Brunt. That's the kind of easy counting I like.
Didn't know counting was hard for you.
I didn't know you lizards had no manners. The other one seemed just fine brooding over by the fire, and he points to the cloaked figure.
I'll give him a side glance, but that's it.
The dragonborn sitting at the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll notice it is a red dragonborn who seems to be actually staring at you.
How uncomfortable.
Do you,
my drink too.
So besides the dragonborn in the room, is there any other people?
Oh, they're Goliaths sitting at tables.
Okay.
That's it.
I'm gonna ask the barkeep.
do you serve food here too?
Hey, I got cold meals and hot meals. What do you want? Or don't your people eat soil?
Let's go with the hot meal. That sounds
All right.
wonderful.
Hot meal's going to be 2 silver pieces, lad.
Very well.
I hand him 2 silver.
All right, I'll get that whipped up for you in a minute. But what about your, I guess the only normal one in the lot? And he points to Astrea. Oi! What? Are you buying anything or are you getting out?
Hello, barkeep. I'll have 2 of your fine ales.
All right, 2. Whoa. You sure you could stomach that?
Affirmative.
All right, strange, but okay. That's going to be 12 copper.
I'll lay down 1 gold.
Uh,
Is that enough?
yes, that's just enough. And he'll quickly snatch it. I'll get you your ales. And he'll walk over with 2 mugs and pour the spigot, and you have 2 hearty dwarven ales in front of you. All right, let me go get. Is there anything else you folks need, or I'll get your mushroom friends meal ready.
Oh, add a room payment on my tab. Fine, sir.
Oh no, the gold was just enough for the ales. I'll need 5 copper pieces for the room, lass.
Ha.
Sure. I'll do that. Hold
Someone can give me an insight check if you want.
on. How do I...
I mean, I think I already got it, but yeah, I'll do one.
Hold on.
Before you subtract your money, give me a second.
Oh, okay.
But this guy's obviously not being honest about these prices.
Yeah, but that's fine.
You're just gonna let Astrea give him the money.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay, Astrea, whenever you're ready, he'll take the 5 copper for your room. Oh, you're good. We'll come back to you in a second. No worries. So he'll walk away as Astrea's getting her money ready, and you'll see he'll kind of walk over to the hearth where there's this bowl, these kind of like metal copper pots suspended, and he'll start kind of stirring it around, and he takes a wooden bowl from under walks back over to the bar, takes a wooden bowl, and pours this hearty stew into it, and slops it down in the counter in front of you, Silo, while some of it spills out. And he's like, "There's your meal."
Wonderful.
He also
Thank
takes
you.
out like a very how do I describe this? He takes out a loaf of bread and like slams it on the table, and you guys don't hear any crunching from the bread. It just sounds like someone put a rock on the table. And he like starts hacking away at it and slides a piece of bread to you and then puts it back under the bar.
I'm gonna mix the bread in the food.
The bread definitely absorbs a good majority of the stew and is still a little hard.
Yep, and then he just consumes it like that,
It's wonderful.
just slowly eating.
He'll look back to Astrea. Now, lass, your payment for your room, please. 5 copper.
You muted?
I just need to. I'm still trying to figure out the money math.
Oh, you're good. So it would be. So if you have gold, 1 gold piece is 50 copper pieces.
Okay.
But if you want to give me an insight check, you can.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this guy's trying to rob you. Because you definitely paid more than those flagons of mead were worth, and he didn't give you any change. And now he's asking for more money.
Can I use my criminal contact influence?
I mean, he's not exactly he is a criminal, but I wouldn't say he would fit that.
Okay.
But
Actually,
what do you...
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. No, you.
No, you're still mid-scene. I'm just gonna.
No, you're good. What?
I was gonna say, as I'm eating, I was gonna ask him stuff about the town.
Okay. Yeah, we'll jump to that in a second. But
Yeah.
Astrea, what do you want to try it? Did you want to do something about that, or are you just gonna take that knowledge and just be like, all right, fuck you, dude?
You want to say cast a spell at him? Wink, wink.
You want to just start a bar brawl right in the middle of all this? Wink, wink.
With the bartender.
Sure. Yeah, I'll start a bar brawl. Sure.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That was a bit, but okay.
I know what you're up to, Brunt.
Well,
I know exactly what you're up to.
I don't know what you mean.
What a great distraction for your incredible plan.
So do you give him more money, or are you gonna, what do you do, Astrea?
I'll tell him that I'll pay for the drinks, but I'm not paying for the room.
Well, then once you're done your drinks, you can leave. I don't know what to tell you. This business is business. Out here in this frozen hellhole, I have to make a living.
Sure.
We aren't as privileged as you. You're obviously not dressed like these locals, so you must be one of them Sun Empire types. And kind of glares at you a little bit.
My character will glance back and mention that he should not compare me to those Sun Empire people. And I take offense to that.
Oh, what's the matter? Don't like it when other people look down upon you? Well, you should tell that to your emperor who thinks they're appointed by a god. Bunch of zealots, if you ask me.
What is it like down in the Empire? I've actually never been.
Who the hell cares? They're all just a bunch of hoity-toities about their gold and their taxes, just like the kingdom is, except they all think everything comes straight from the mouth of gods. Because their emperor is appointed by a god and blah blah. Who cares?
Do not believe in a god.
I believe in a god, all right. And he kind of flips the gold coin up and catches it.
Alright, I'm just gonna snatch the ale off the table and head towards the lizard fellow in the corner near the fireplace. Then
Near the fireplace, okay.
I'm gonna go towards that guy.
Oh my god, he's mixed us up.
All right. So sitting next to the quote lizard unquote, much how Brunt looks, a kind of bipedal dragon person, you'll notice that this person also seems to look like that, except they are red. They are red dragonborn. Upon closer inspection, you can kind of see their face. This dragonborn has scars across his left eye, and his left eye seems to be blinded. You can kind of see this small crest is kind of underneath his hood, and it's kind of laying flat against his scales as he's just staring. He's kind of looking at Brunt, and as you approach him, he kind of glances at you real quick and then returns his gaze to the fire in front of him.
I'd like to offer one of my ales to him.
He
I
does not move.
Okay.
His gaze is fixed on the fire.
Interesting.
Hey, barkeep, can you tell me about the tree in the center of the town?
What about it? These natives think it's. I guess they think it's their god or whatever. I don't know.
What do they think a god is?
I don't. You ask a lot of questions for a mushroom, don't you?
Well, I dabble in some.
Why don't you ask them when you go out? I'm sure some of them are sitting in front of it, like always.
I see information's not so free here.
Ignore that.
Ignore what, huh?
What are you casting that on?
I'm not. I accidentally misclicked. Don't worry about it.
Session 0 all over again.
I wasn't even there.
He kind of just looks at it. He kind of just looks at you. Oh, nothing's free, especially for an iron tongue like myself.
You don't enjoy just chatting.
Nope.
All business.
Pretty much, yeah.
So how was your day?
He'll look at you, and he'll say, "Oh, there's a spot in your bowl," and just spits a big old loogie into your food, and then kind of just walks away.
Well, he's gonna. So how did my food get served?
He just kind of poured it out of a ladle
Into a bowl?
Yeah,
It's soup, I'm guessing.
it's just like a stew.
It has a what, a spoon?
Yeah, like a little wooden spoon.
Is there a plate or a tray or anything?
Nope, just a bowl and a spoon.
Okay. He's just gonna push it away, and then he's gonna wait. Where did he walk to? Behind the door?
No, he just walked away. He's still in like the main area of the inn.
Is he looking
I'm
in our direction at all?
So the bar's kind of U-shaped, I'm imagining, and Brunt's sitting like at the direct front of it, and I'm assuming Silo is sitting either at the front or the right or one of the sides. So he's going to walk up and around and just start walking towards the hearth, which is behind you guys.
I'm gonna follow him, and actually, I'm gonna go up to him rather.
And if he's got his back turned, I'm gonna knock that food over onto the floor and then leave.
That's kind of as he hears the bowl clatter, he'll turn around and they go, "Ah! Jesus!"
I am trying to blame it on the mushroom, just so we all are clear.
Or sorry, he'll goes, "Raoul's bones!"
It's funny because I'm right next to him,
Yeah,
so
I
I'm
know,
not
that's
even
why-
close
that's
to
why-
it.
Yeah,
That's
I was trying to do it like at the same time you were leaving.
Oh, okay. So Silo, are you up behind the guy now?
Well, I mean, it changes things because he did it earlier. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Oh,
was
go
trying
ahead,
to do
no.
it as he was getting up to walk towards him.
Okay. So go ahead, play it out.
Oh,
guys are-
Brunt, you should be more careful.
Don't blame me for your misdeeds. I'm also going to walk towards the Dragonborn.
All right. As you walk towards the Dragonborn, as Astrea is trying to get his attention, Astrea, are you still trying to get his attention, or have you given up at this point?
I've given up.
All right. What do you do, Astrea? As you hear this commotion of the bull clattering to the floor, and the innkeep is just like, what?
Okay. Is he still holding our money? The one that we gave him?
He might probably not in his hand anymore.
Okay.
He's probably put it away.
I think I'll head outside and go towards the tree.
Okay. Astrea leaves the bar or the inn. As Astrea walks outside, again, you see these Goliaths playing some sort of game, gambling over some money. And you begin to walk towards the tree. Astrea, as you walk towards the tree, you see the scene that was described earlier. This large, white, kind of gnarled tree, like pristine white bark. The ground around it in this kind of stone circle is free of snow. There's this lush grass and flowers growing underneath of it, and you see these small streams of fresh water. There are two humans of the Tundran village, these druidic people wearing like pelts and stuff, kind of sitting in meditative stances by the tree.
Okay. Can I use detect magic in the general area of the tree?
Absolutely. What does it look like when you cast detect magic?
I walk towards just outside that little rock circle, and I place my hand to the ground, and I'm basically anything that has magic within that vicinity will like light up for me.
So as you kind of put your hand to the ground and you look up towards the tree, you are blinded by the immense amount of magical power that this tree has. In fact, you can tell that it is divination magic, but not only divination magic, through the massive blinding golden light that emits from this divination magic, you see small hints of these purple strands of light that would indicate there's also illusion magic here at play, but they're not as bright.
Interesting. I'll take note of that and tell the others. And the people are just meditating. Like,
Yeah, they seem to be in a meditative stance. You don't know if they're meditating or not.
They don't know I'm there.
They haven't acknowledged you.
Okay.
Can I talk to Barkeep? I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't really gotten to my part.
Yeah.
No, you're good.
Right, go
Are
ahead.
you good, Astrea?
Yeah, I'm good for now.
Okay. Yep. Going back into the bar as Astrea leaves. Silo, you're still attempting to pester the seemingly angry dwarf.
Well, I just walk up to him and I like tap on the shoulder and I say,
Can I have my room key, please?
Oh, are you settling down for the night?
Not yet. I
Well,
figured I'd explore a little bit first.
Well, then come see me when you're settling down, eh?
I figured it'd be safer if I held onto the key.
I think it'll be safer with me. And he kind of pats the big old key ring on his belt.
I paid for a room.
Aye, and you'll get your room when you're ready for bed.
Yes, I sleep at really ungodly hours.
Well,
So I figured when I come back, you might be asleep, and I don't want to bother you.
roll me a persuasion check.
let's go. Persuasion. Oh, shit. Can I guidance this?
Sure.
Let's go.
He looks at you and then points to the door behind the bar. It's my job to ensure my guests are comfortable, but it's also my job to ensure people don't steal from my livelihood. Come knock on my door, points to the door behind the bar with the locks on it, when you're ready to settle down for the night if you don't see me. Got it?
Very well, if you insist.
I do. Now stop pestering me.
Just don't be upset if I wake you really late.
Yeah, it's easy to upset me, obviously. As you've already deduced, Mushroom Man.
It sounds like your day wasn't very well.
Oh my god, this guy. Is there anything else you want to ask him or bother him with?
If you prefer some time alone, that's okay. Have a nice rest of your day.
He just kind of he's like looking at the stew and stirring it, and with the hand that has like the pot lid in it, he'll just kind of wave at you dismissively, not saying anything.
Silo's actually gonna walk out of the inn,
Okay.
and he's gonna walk. What is this building? He's gonna walk towards a tree as well.
Okay. So we will jump back while Silo kind of exits the inn. Brunt, are you sitting next to the Dragonborn, or are you like the benches kind of are like on opposite sides of the hearth, long ways. The hearth's kind of a rectangle. If you can't tell, I love like fires in the middle of places. That's like my favorite thing. So there's two benches, one on the opposite sides of the long ends of this rectangular hearth. The Dragonborn is sitting at the end with his back towards the entrance.
I'm gonna sit next to him.
All right. The Dragonborn will begin speaking to you in Draconic.
Excellent.
Fiend sends his greetings.
I'll reply in Draconic. It's a long way to come for a greetings.
Well, obviously, we're not just here to meet up with each other.
Then get to the point.
I am one of Fiend's blades. Brunt. I was sent here to find Tear.
Pronounced tier.
I was sent here to find Tear. Where is she?
Last I heard, she was dead.
Well, then I guess I'll find her body. And he gives you like a kind of a sly crocodile smile with his big old dragon snout.
I'm not gonna respond to that.
Oh, and Fiend also sends his blessing. And he holds out a bag of coin and drops it at your feet. Hopefully our paths cross again. And he will stand up and begin to exit the inn.
I will take this money.
All right, now there are 20 gold pieces.
Boink.
All right.
Alright, let's go find out where everyone went.
All right, Brenner. So as you exit the bar, as you exit the inn, the Dragonborn has kind of walked off at this point, and you'll see Silo and Astrea kind of up here by the tree. Silo, at this point, I would say you would have walked up to Astrea if Astrea hasn't moved.
I haven't. I'm still staring at the tree.
All right. So, Silo, you'll see the same thing. This large, gnarled white tree. There's no leaves on the canopy of the tree. It's just like these gnarled branches. Underneath the tree is this very lush grass and flowers and small streams of water. You'll also see two Tundran people of the Tundran village kind of sitting there in meditative states as Astrea is just kind of staring at the tree. What's your expression, Astrea, while you're staring at the tree? Are you like aghast, or are you just kind of inquisitively looking at it?
I'm kind of like in a trance because I'm still seeing all the stuff from my detect magic.
Okay. So, Silo, what do you do?
I'm gonna go close to one of the meditating people, and I'm gonna say,
Greetings.
Oh, he kind of like snaps out. He like opens his eyes. Oh, hello, Outlander.
I'm sorry to disturb you. I was curious about this magical tree.
Oh, this is the world tree.
The world tree.
Yes, this is the heart of the land. This is, and he points to the water and the blood of the land. This is where all things come from, and this is where all things come from, and he kind of puts his hand flat to his chest, and all of us return to when we pass.
That sounds quite the cycle.
As nature is but a cycle, is it not?
Indeed. I was curious. How do you people treat your dead?
Well, he kind of shrugs a little bit. We try to leave them where they lay so that they may return to the earth, and their spirit returns to the heart of the land. Their body returns. They're not so that their body and spirit return to the land. As he kind of extends an open facing palm towards the tree.
Sounds very natural. However, wouldn't it be a little bit disturbing if you left a body in the open?
We don't leave our bodies in the village. No, we would not desecrate the sacred ground of the world tree. We would move the body towards the forest so that it may return to the land and nourish the creatures of the land as well.
I see. You see, I practice, different kinds of dealing with bodies. But have you guys considered burials or cremations?
As you say, he kind of cocks his head a little bit. Why would we do that?
Well, everything, like you said, must return to the land.
Right.
And that is another way to return to the land.
When you say burial, do you mean digging a hole and putting the body in the hole?
Yes, like planting another seed for the next generation.
How would the creatures of the land how would the creatures of the land return our bodies if it is below ground?
Well, from a body, new life begins to form on top of that soil. And from that, all creatures can feed upon that enriched land.
Huh. I guess I've never thought of it like that.
Yes, it's another cycle.
He kind
I
of
don't want.
Okay. No, you're good. He just kind of he was sitting in like a cross-legged position, and he kind of leans back and put his hands in like kind of the snowy rock that has seemed to be built like a street around the town. He kind of leans back a little bit.
I don't mean to impose my ways upon your people, but I just figured it would be a good way to educate you on new methods of this cycle of life.
Oh. Well, knowledge is, of course, always a great gift, Outlander, and he will kind of bow his head towards you.
Sorry, can you describe the bottom of the tree again?
Yeah, so the bottom of the tree, the roots kind of go into the ground, and you'll see like this lush grass and flowers, what looks like a springtime pasture almost. And like there's little streams of water kind of flowing about. There's no snow underneath the tree.
Would you guys be okay if I approach just to have a closer look at the water?
As long as you stay outside of the ring.
Can I stop Silo for like a second before he does that?
It's up to you, man.
I would like to stop him for like a second to tell him that I sensed illusion magic and strong energies coming from this thing.
So how do you explain that to me?
So I'm gonna approach you and kind of like nudge you. Old man, before you continue with what you're about to do, I need to give you some fair warnings that I've discovered after investigating this tree. Do not let this be known by them, but I sense many traces of illusionary magic in this general area and strong, very strong traces of magic emanating from this thing. Proceed with caution, if you may.
You're very sharp and attuned with magic. So gifted.
I'm gonna turn to the monk guy, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna say,
So I notice you guys place a sort of protective barrier with these rocks. Is that what it's for?
We didn't. It's not a barrier, nor did we place it. This is for all time since the village has been here. We've built our village around the heart of the land.
So why do you keep people from passing past the rocks then?
It's not our place to tread on the sacred ground of the heart of the land. Just as it is not the place of me to tread onto your heart or onto another living thing's heart. We simply surround it and protect it.
oh wait, they aren't inside the circle; they're outside the circle.
Yeah, they're outside of it. Everyone, they're
Oh.
sitting around the circle.
I thought they were inside the circle the whole time.
Me too, don't worry.
Oh,
Okay, that changes things then. Never mind. Is there just two of them?
yeah, there seems to be just two of them, just
they
kind of
human?
sitting there in a trance.
Are they human?
Yeah,
Or what
they're
race
they're
are they?
they're humans. They're wearing the same guard, so that you can definitely tell they're tundran because they're wearing
Okay.
the same guard, like pelts, animal pelts, in the form of these like kind of coats and stuff, much like the other tundrans you've seen.
Gotcha.
So you say this is the world tree? Are there others like it?
I don't think so. This is the heart of the land. I don't think there's more than one heart.
I suppose that makes sense. Have you guys left the village recently or knew anybody?
Oh,
Last-
I'm not a hunter. I'm sure plenty. Oh, wait. You're the outlanders that returned with some of our hunters in Tonrar, right?
Yes, they were. Well, they and us. We were all in great danger. It was a harsh journey.
Oh my. I can imagine. Thank you 1,000 times over, Outlander, and he'll kind of stand up and bow towards you for returning the Archdruid's son to us. I don't leave the village. I am but a caretaker here. I help ensure that the structures in our village are maintained and make sure the Outlanders that have made their home here have the have what they need to succeed, of course. If you would like to know about the outside, and he kind of points over to the coast, and you'll see some hunters, some other humans in these pelts dragging what seems to be the carcass of a large water-dwelling mammal with tusks as they're kind of dragging it along the shoreline. Those hunters, they travel out west to hunt walruses, and of course we have the hunters that travel into the forest to gather berries and plants and hunt boar and whatnot.
You guys are very kind to let the Outlanders live with you in your village.
It is not our place to judge the creatures of the land, but to ensure that they prosper.
But to share your land with them is most hospitable.
Give me an insight check.
Insight.
And if Astrea, if you would like to give an insight check, you can also give an insight check.
I'm gonna guidance. I forgot my guidance word for this character.
That's all good.
It's been a while.
Astrea, you're more focused on the tree rather than focusing on this conversation, I would say, with that kind of role. You're just kind of like, when you're like half-heartedly paying attention to a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what you're doing right now. But Silo, when he says, when you start probing about these Outlanders, you can see he's starting to get a little squeamish about talking about it.
From that reaction, I'm gonna say,
So what are your thoughts on the Outlanders who have lived with you guys so far?
Oh, I don't believe that's my place to pass judgment on others.
Well, how do you feel about them?
How do I feel?
Yes.
And he'll kind of swallow his very hard as he glances back towards the Goliaths that are standing over there. As you see Brunt kind of walking out. At this point, Brunt, I would say you have made it to the rest of the group at the tree, if that was your intention.
Nah, I see him by the tree, so I'm gonna just look around. Probably go to like Stonehill Arms next door.
Okay, so you'll walk over there. As Brunt, you kind of pass them all. He'll kind of look towards the Goliaths, and then he will stand up and lean in closer to you. You being 4 feet, him being like a normal 5'10" kind of guy, he'll kind of lean down. We can't. If I am speaking freely, we can't really do. Our ways don't allow us to stand up for ourselves. These Goliaths and other Outlanders that call themselves dwarves or members of the Stone Herald Kingdom, they came in and demanded resources. They cut down our trees and use our ocean, use the water that our land sits on for their purposes, not ours. But we are bound by our ways to show respect and help creatures of the land.
I'm gonna say,
I'm also from the Stone Herald Kingdom. I'm sorry. It sounds like some of the people have been oppressing you guys. Do you know what they are using their resources for?
Well, the trees they use to build their buildings, and sometimes they cart the trees back north, but sometimes we see these large ships sail through the ocean towards the north, but I don't know. I think the Archdruid, and I know Tonrar is not fond of the Outlanders. He might tell you more, especially after you saved him.
Okay. Well, thank you for letting me know. I
Please.
think...
sorry,
Please do not tell anyone that I said that. Please don't.
Of course, your worries are valid, and I hope to investigate a little bit while I'm here.
Thank you, friend. The Outlander. I appreciate it. And he will kind of hurriedly walk off.
hey, let's go. I turn to Astrea to see what she's up to.
What are you doing, Astrea?
Astrea is barely paying attention to what has happened during the past couple minutes, I assume. And after that whole conversation has happened, I'd like to head to the Stone Herald Arms.
Okay. So as you're walking up, Astrea and Brent, you kind of get there before Astrea, but Astrea, you'll see this scene as well. You'll see an unusual sight before you in this village. Walking up towards the Stone Herald Arms. Let me make sure I labeled that right. I did not. It's fine. Walking up towards Stone Herald Arms, you'll see a very peculiar sight. You'll see a stone building. While the other buildings are made of wood, this one's made completely of stone. And billowing out of the chimney is smoke. As you enter the building, you are greeted by the familiar sound of metal working on metal. As you see a female dwarf with this kind of red hair, and it's braided on one end, hammering against metal at a forge. As you open the door, a little bell chimes. Ding, ding, and she goes, "Oh! Welcome! Welcome to Stone Herald Arms. I'm Lasmira Stone Herald. Pleasure to meet you. You here to buy one of my fine wares?" As she motions to a wall full of weapons and armor.
Possibly. I'm gonna browse a bit and see what catches my eye.
Of course, you won't find a finer smith outside of Stone Herald Port this far up in frozen hell.
I bet.
And then I will show you. If you go to the notes channel in our Discord, you'll see the following things that she sells.
Boop, boop.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Shopping list.
Do, do, do.
So along the wall, you'll see these weapons. There's daggers, hand axes, spears, bows, crossbows, maces. There's a war pick. There's armor, heavy armor, light armor. She does kind of mention something you won't see though. If you'd like me to work on your gear, it's a little more expensive, but I could definitely work out the kinks for you. Sorry, all my dwarf voices sound the same.
Way to break the fourth wall.
You're welcome.
Oh my god.
Let me know what you like as you're kind of browsing Brunt. Astrea, you'll walk in. She goes, "Oh, another customer. Welcome to Stoneherald Arms. I'm Lasmira Stoneherald. Please find your wares and let me know what you like. Or if you'd like me to work on your gear."
I would like you to point me to the direction of your finest crossbows, if you may.
Oh, an archer. Very, very classy lass. And she will... I gotta figure out how to make her more feminine and Scottish at the same time.
You're fine.
But she reaches up and grabs a crossbow with one hand that seems to fit very nicely in her big meaty dwarf hands. As she lays that on the table, and then she uses two hands to kind of how some people mount rifles on these racks. She kind of unracks this large crossbow that has various gears and stuff on it and puts it down on the table. If you're looking for something more delicate, these hand crossbows work nicely. But if you want to put a hole through a board at, let's say, 500 yards, this heavy crossbow will do just that. Packs quite a kick.
I'll give it some thought, if you don't mind if I take a look at each one.
Of course. Take your time. I'll be right here if you need something. What about you, sir? And she'll kind of look over at Brunt. Have you decided, or do you need some time?
I would like this battle axe, but I have this hand axe I don't want anymore. Do you do trades?
Oh, and she'll take down this very large battle axe. It's dwarven in nature. It has the emblem of the Stone Herald Kingdom, which is a broadsword in front of what you would imagine a normal kind of medieval shield looks like, embalmed, kind of engraved on the hilt where the blade meets the wood, and it's wrapped in this beautiful leather. She'll kind of lay it out on the table. At normal exchange rates, I suppose. What's your condition of your hand axe?
Well, barely used, so it's good condition.
Okay, I'll tell you what. If you give me 5 more gold pieces and the hand axe, I'll give you the battle axe.
About 4 gold, because you like me so much.
Oh, you're a charmer, aren't you? Roll me a persuasion check at advantage.
At least take her out to dinner.
You haggler.
At least flex your muscles. Take off your shirt.
At least build your construct right in front of her. Jesus.
Show me your abs. Come on, man.
Is it persuasion?
Yeah, persuade. You can do it at advantage.
I have a question. What are the stats for each of this stuff?
I will. You
Oof.
can find them in the Character Mancer, I believe.
Okay.
But
What are you looking for?
It's mostly the armor. The
Armor?
Yeah.
Oh, here.
What the difference is.
she goes, I have to make a living though. You've probably seen we don't get much traffic through here, and materials are hard to come by.
Yeah.
I'd say 5 gold and the hand axe is more than worth it.
Drive a hard bargain, and I'll give him 5 gold.
Wonderful. And she'll take the hand axe. Oh, I can melt this down and repurpose it. Thank you, lad. Barely even a chip. Still has its edge. And she literally throws the bladed end into the wooden counter. Oh, and it's well balanced still too. Very nice.
As all things should be. And she snaps her fingers.
And everyone dies.
My god.
Brunt, is there anything else you would like from the blacksmith?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Astrea, are you still? Are you just looking up the stats for the hand crossbow and the crossbow?
Yeah.
Okay.
But this-
I'll come back. We'll come back in a second. Silo, what are you doing?
I was going to hold on. Let's check. Oh, I'm gonna walk to the bait and supply store or that building. I don't know what it is.
No, that's fine. Yeah, so
That's weird.
walking over to the bait and supplies. As you approach, first of all, what you'll see a small wooden building with the sign Bait and Supplies dancing above the door. A red fish with a large bulbous head is painted onto the sign. As you approach the door, though, it swings open, and you'll see this little guy. Give me 1 second. What appears to be a small metallic creature. I'll display it in Roll20 here for you.
I didn't know Brunt summoned his construct here.
No, you're good. You'll see like this little small metallic. If you look in the Roll20 chat, you'll see this small little metallic creature standing almost about your height. He's probably about 2 feet tall. It's carrying a just like a rucksack full of supplies. It kind of bumps into you and moves the sack over so it can see you with its one eye. Do you speak Gnomish?
I don't believe so. No, I don't.
You'll hear it say something in a language like it's saying an apology, and then it will proceed south down this road. It'll start to walk south down this road as it's carrying the sack. So,
Can I tell roughly what might be in the sack based on what kind of sounds it makes, if it makes any, or looks like, perhaps?
You would assume that it's just like basic supplies like food, because there's no like metallic clanging or anything like that. It just seems like there's rustling inside of it.
Gotcha.
What a strange creature.
I look up at the sign, and I look at the door, and I walk in.
All right. As you walk in, you are greeted with the sight of like crates and barrels and walls full of general supplies and wares. You'll see a human woman, probably about in her early 20s, very kind of paler skin, not as pale as like the people you've seen. She looks naturally tanned, but her skin's been a little pale from standing inside so much, and very luscious brown hair. And she kind of waves, "Oh, hello. Welcome to Bait and Supplies. I'm Pycea Lentula. It's nice to see you. I don't usually get a lot of myconids around here."
Greetings. Is Pycea, is it?
Yes, it is.
My name is Silo. I am a guide. I'm just visiting to see what kind of supplies you guys carry.
Oh, of course. Just feel free to take a look and let me know if I can help with anything. And this is what Pycea sells.
Let's see here.
Astrea, have you determined which crossbow you want?
I would like to ask the shopkeep if there's anywhere I can test them before purchasing.
Oh, well, if you test it, that would definitely degrade the weapon, and that would take me some time to obviously bring it back to new condition. So I'd say if you want to test it, you should probably buy it.
Interesting.
Do I want this thing, though? I kind of want it, but not in this character. Wait, do I have a fishing pole yet? I can't remember.
You do, Silo.
I do.
Cross
stuff.
And you already have fishing tackle, if that's what you're looking at.
Okay. Let me just quickly adjust something.
What were you going to say, Astrea?
Oh, I'll take this fine hand crossbow then.
Very good. That's going to be 75 gold pieces.
Okay, and what does upgrading weapons and armor do?
So basically, out of character, what it would do is it would increase it to a +1 quality, which means it would grant like +1 on attack rolls.
Okay.
Or if you upgrade armor that you have, it would grant +1 on, like, it would basically add a +1 value to that, which would increase your AC by 1.
Okay. I'll just take the crossbow and also add 1 bundle of crossbow bolts.
Oh, very good. That would be 75 gold pieces and 4 silver pieces, please.
Hold on. Wait, how much again?
75 gold pieces for the crossbow and 4 silver pieces for the bundle of bolts. As she slams like a what seems to be just like a leather roll full of crossbow bolts.
Okay. If that's the case, I'll pass on the crossbow. I'll just get the bolts then.
Oh, all right. Very well. I sorry if the price is too steep, but can't go wrong with good craftsmanship. Am I right? Ha! And she'll kind of place the crossbow back on the shelf, and then let out a hearty grunt as she picks up the heavy crossbow and re-racks it. Is there anything else you would like to do here, Astrea, or are you going to move on?
I'll take the bolts and head towards the bait and supplies.
Okay. Brunt, are you headed over to bait and supplies, or what are you doing, bud?
I'm gonna head to my room.
All right. So, Brunt, you walk back into the inn. Astrea, as you're walking over to bait and supplies, as you're kind of crossing this intersection here, you'll see that strange little metal creature. As it's just kind of struggling with this bag, but walking down the road towards the south.
I will assist him with this bag.
As you try to touch the bag, it kind of like pulls it back a little bit, and just its one eye blinks at you. Do you speak Gnomish?
I don't believe so.
It'll say something in a language you don't understand as it's tugging on the bag.
Okay.
What do you do? What do you do?
I'll leave him be then and continue to head towards the store.
All right, it'll continue to walk. It'll continue to waddle south as you walk towards bait and supplies. Before we jump back to Silo, we'll jump back to Brunt. Brunt, going back into the inn, you'll see that the dwarf is exiting his room again and locking the 2 locks on the door. You're back! What do you want?
I'm here for my room key. I'm turning in for the day.
Very well. And he will pull the key ring off his belt and slide one of the keys off of it. Now I know which key goes where, and I count all my keys. So if you don't give it back, he'll kind of point to the Goliaths. You'll have to deal with them. Aye?
Yes. Which room is it?
And he points directly across the bar. It's the door on your left, lad.
Let's head over.
Have a nice rest.
And I'm gonna work on my mask while I'm in my room.
All right. How many Arcana checks have you done?
I have done 2 out of 3.
All right. Do you want to make your third one?
Absolutely.
Okay. And what did I say the DC was? You remember?
I have no idea.
All right. Well, then we'll just make it 10.
I thought it was at least 14.
I like 10 better.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rob the only guy that doesn't have dark vision of dark vision.
Excellent.
So yeah, you have infused the proper amount of magic into this mask, and now all that's left is just taking the time to carve it.
Alright, I will spend the remaining 5 hours carving it.
All right. Going back to bait and supplies, Astrea, you will be greeted again by this sign with the strange fish painted on it, and then walking in, you'll see Silo kind of perusing the wares. And the woman will kind of, oh, hello, nice to meet you. I'm Pycea. This is my store. Welcome.
All right. I will just nod back and head to and just browse around.
Silo, what did you decided to buy?
Well, actually, I guess I probably looked around a little bit, but I'm just gonna go back to talk to her.
Oh, is there something I can help you find, sir? Or ma'am? I'm sorry.
Actually, I was a little bit curious about the The individual that walked out earlier.
Oh, yes. What about it?
He's a very unusual creature. I don't know if I've seen one like that.
Oh, really? He comes in. It comes into town once a week to buy supplies and bring it back to the hermit that lives in the small shack just south of the village.
Oh. What does the hermit do?
I don't know. I've never seen it or them. I don't really know. I just see the little creature. He gives me about 10 gold pieces worth of money, and he takes food and water and will leave. They're very polite. I believe there's. I don't understand the language it speaks, but they seem nice.
Do you know how far the hermit lives?
Oh,
By chance?
he's just outside of the village. If you probably about 10 minutes or so south.
I see. Well, you have a lovely store. And I do think that perhaps just consider it. If you were to name your store, it might get more customers.
Well, I think Bait and Supplies is a nice name. I could name it the Knucklehead Trout Shop, though.
Sounds wonderful.
Have you ever caught a knucklehead trout?
See, I just recently acquired a fishing pole, and I'm so excited to try it out.
Oh, you should fish just off the shore, just behind my shop. The trout are usually, especially towards dusk, the trout usually come to the surface.
Oh, actually sounds exciting. Do you know the particular spot that has the most fish?
Closer to where these tundran folk dock their boats. The trout seem to love when the blood from the carcasses they find drips into the water.
Do you think the tundran folk would mind if I was to start fishing by their boats?
I would have to ask. You would have to ask them, but they seem pretty nice. They didn't mind when I set up shop here or when I came into town. In fact, they were quite helpful.
Actually, where are you from?
Oh, I'm from Brighttown in the Sun Empire.
I've never been by myself.
Oh, are you from the Stone Herald Kingdom?
I am indeed.
Oh, I've heard stories about your people, but Mike is something? Is that what your people are called? I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. We are the Myconid, and we mostly dwell underground.
Is it true that you can light yourselves up?
It is true. Would you like to see?
That would.
You're gonna flash her?
Yeah, her face lights up like a little kid's. She's like, "Can you actually?"
I'm gonna do just like the what do you call it? The cap of my head.
Yeah.
The mushroom cap part.
Just the tip.
That's the tip.
I'm gonna do like the
This is a wholesome scene, guys. Fuck you guys. We ruined it. Ruined.
briefly forgot how I look like.
Isn't it like a faint yellow glow?
Oh yeah, I get like just underneath, as if there's like it's like a where are those hats? You know those like bamboo hats that
Yes.
you might see like in I don't know China maybe.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Kind of like that, but it's underneath. It's like a lamp. Anyway, underneath the cap, I'm gonna make it glow, just like a warm yellow.
She like shrieks in joy and she's like, "That's amazing! Wow!
It's nothing special.
Are you
For-
kidding? You can make light by yourself without any fire."
That is true, but most of us use this light to communicate.
You communicate through light?
Yeah, the Myconid people do.
That's fantastic.
It is quite convenient, I will say. It's mostly to communicate our emotions, not so much a full conversation like we are now.
Wow, that's so fascinating. All I've talked to are halflings and the occasional dragonborn that walks through town, but nothing like this.
Actually, I think I noticed a dragonborn earlier. Are they common here in town?
The only people I've seen are obviously the other humans that call themselves Tundrans, and those some dwarves, some bug people. What do they call themselves? Oh, Thrycreen. Some Thrycreen have come through here. Funny little looking. They look like kobolds, but they're not kobolds. Oh, this one time I saw this, and she's just going on. She talks about seeing basically a sentient being of ice walk through town one time. She obviously talks about the Goliaths. There was one dragonborn one time. I think it was a she. She walked through and bought some supplies and said she was looking for someone, a dwarf, I think. She was a white dragonborn too. I've never seen a white one before.
Well, it seems like there's a vast diversity in creatures that come by here.
I guess it's not as diverse as the Empire, though.
Indeed, it's been some time since I've returned. So, where do you stay?
Oh, I live here. This is my house too.
Ah, that's lovely.
Thank you.
What do you know about the innkeeper?
Oh. That's Balgrun Irontongue. He's very shrewd. Really likes his money. Rumor has it that he paid those Goliaths to actually personally guard him in the inn.
Well, I wonder what he might be guarding from.
Maybe he just wants extra security. I don't know. There's not really anything to guard in this town. It's pretty peaceful.
There's been no dangers as of late nearby, perhaps, or outside.
Not since the 5 years I've lived here, no.
So the Archdruid's son needed saving, however. What was that about?
The Archdruid's son needed saving?
It wasn't her that said that, or was it the monk? I forgot.
No, it was the guy sitting in front of the tree.
Never mind. I wouldn't have brought that up then. I misremembered. Okay. It's only been like 20 minutes. Holy shit.
You're 175 years old. It's fine.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, thank you for your time. You've been most kind for having spent a little bit of time with me.
Oh, no, thank you. I hope you catch a lot of trout.
Yes, I'm very excited. Maybe I'll bring you one if I get lucky.
Oh, that'd be great. Thank you.
And I walk out the door.
All right. Astrea, are you going to buy something? What are you doing?
I see nothing of interest, and I will also head out the door.
Oh, she as you walk out the door, not saying anything, she goes, "Oh, goodbye. Thanks for stopping by." All right. So, what do you two do?
I'm going to head. What is this? 100. Oh, right. Okay. I'm gonna head to the boats. She said that has the fishing.
Yep. So, like right here.
Oh, those ones. Gotcha. Cool.
All right. And then Astrea, what are you doing? As Silo just kind of wanders off.
I'm gonna go investigate the last building, the one right below it.
So this right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you walk towards it, it's this large wooden building. There are two druids. There are two Tundran people with some like druidic garb and spears, and they kind of stand up and like cross their spears in front of the door. What do you want, Outlander?
I wish to know what would be this place you protect.
And the one druid kind of shoves him. Says, "Hey, this is one of the ones that brought Tonrar back." Oh! And they kind of both relax. My apologies, Outlander. Thank you for bringing Tonrar back to us. The Archdruid is most grateful.
No worries.
This is our longhouse. This is where the archdruid communes with the land and our ancestors. It holds the stories of our people.
Is he busy at the moment?
Yes, he's currently tending to Tanrar and the other his companions' wounds at this point.
I see.
Is there a message you would like us to give him?
I just wish to know more about this land that you all reside in. I have some questions.
They kind of look at each other a little warily. What kind of questions?
Mostly about the huge tree in the middle of town.
That is the world tree, the heart of the land. Is where our spirits go when we pass and return to the land, and it gives life to all creatures.
Interesting. All right, very well. I shall leave for now. Thank you for this brief information regarding your world tree.
And thank you for saving our people from the forest.
You take care now, gentlemen.
They kind of both bow to you. And what are you going to do next?
I'll just make my way back to the inn, the bar.
All right. So with that, we will take like a very, very quick break, probably about like 10 minutes or so. But how you guys doing so far? A nice change of pace from 6 sessions of combat.
Yes.
Yeah, honestly, I wish some of the new. Wait, how many people do we have? One? No, or even what's her name who joined and watched last time?
Yeah, that person.
I wish they
Yeah.
saw like our RP sessions, not our combat sessions. You know.
It's all good. She was a little, or they were a little daunting by like the homebrew mechanics and stuff. So they said that they would pass.
Oh, that's
Which is
unfortunate.
It is, but it is what it is. But Daku, how you doing? Are you enjoying it so far? Is this the kind of campaign you want to be in?
That poor girl.
Which one?
The one that got fly.
Drop cute. Wait, oh, because she didn't get any business.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, because I just dipped.
Hey, I mean, we exchanged some information. I think she got something out of me.
I think you exchanged more than information.
Sure. I'll take that. I think she gave me valuable information. I mean,
Yeah, it seems interesting so far.
Okay. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go grab food.
Ugh. All right. You like your little edgelord fucking dragonborn buddy, Rick?
Absolutely.
Great.
Everything I dreamed of.
Hang on, I gotta close my door so the heat doesn't escape.
Imagine
Every
having
time I
heat.
hear Dragonborn, I think of Skyrim.
You think of who?
I think of Skyrim.
Gara?
Skyrim.
Oh, Skyrim. I mean, you have an NPC that hands you money. What can you not like?
How do you feel about him asking about your sister?
Conflicted.
How's that make? Why?
Well, I mean, he's wondering why they're still looking for her, because last he heard she was dead.
Interesting.
So he's going to keep an ear out for anything else on that nature from now on.
Are you gonna break into this innkeeper's room?
What?
Not until the bar fight starts.
Yeah, not until something else happens.
Too bad it didn't start when nobody accidentally cast something.
I know, right? That was going to be my chance.
I know. Who would have guessed?
So, Daku, I mentioned there's some homebrew mechanics in this game.
Mm-hmm.
So combat is a little spicier than normal.
Okay.
There's what's called I basically homebrewed an injury mechanic into the game.
Mm-hmm.
So if you take a certain amount of damage, you suffer a certain type of injury that I roll on this injury table. If you look at what is it? I think it's Lore and Maps channel. If you look at the pinned messages, it should be one of the documents in there.
Okay.
Maybe it's that one.
Survival.
Yeah, so survival mechanics explain. So this is kind of a Arctic survival game.
Mm-hmm.
Characters have to watch how often they sleep, how they eat, and you don't have to keep track of that yourself. I'll basically give you like in-game cues like, hey, your stomach rumbles or your throat becomes dry.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to eat, it's time to drink. When you get an injury, that also explains the injury mechanics, like, hey, you'll suffer a certain type of injury, this is what happens. And the injuries, and I'll let you know, like, hey, this is the injury that your character sustains. One that seems to be very common since everyone's been running into bludgeoning damage is the ruptured organ injury, which grants an immediate failed death saving throw. Well, kind of like a, quote, permanent failed death saving throw, and you have disadvantage on, I believe, constitution checks as a result.
Mm-hmm.
No, you have disadvantage on death saving throws, and you permanently have one failed death saving throw. You can obviously get rid of injuries through tending to them or healing through magic. And that's something I'm not just going to like throw you to the wolves and be like, oh, we'll figure it out. Obviously everyone will like walk you through how everything works and stuff like that, since you're new to D&D, right?
Yeah, I'm like more or less completely new to it.
Okay.
I do have an idea about like just like classes and races, but like just cursory stuff.
So what kind of class are you thinking about playing?
I was honestly thinking about like doing like something akin to a druid.
Ooh, okay. Very cool. So
Wait, what kind of druid?
Probably just because they use animal forms, right? So I was just thinking like just more like a lot of like melee and just using like a lot of like animal changing.
Oh, sorry, moon druid. I gotcha.
Yeah, she's gonna be a moon. You could do the circle of the moon. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, I can help you. Me and Voy is like the resident D&D expert.
Okay.
So me and Voy, and I mean everyone will help you out, but I'll help you build your character and stuff like that. If you want to build a character that's a race that's not like defined in the lore or something like that, let me know. If you want to do something homebrew, let me know so I can look through it before like giving you the okay. There are homebrew races that you can play as well that I've made. I think that's in the Where did I put that document? It's somewhere in here. It's in the announcements channel. It's the very last document.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a list of homebrew races. Voi's race is a homebrew race that we made together. He's the Myconid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, it's not a base player race. And then Sinon and Rick are playing published races. Obviously, Dragonborn's a published race, and Asimar's are a published race as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's up to you what you want to play. If you want to play Goblin, you can play Goblin. If you want to be a turtle person, you could be a turtle person. They're called turtles.
Yeah, there's all kinds of species.
Yeah.
There's like cat people. There's like there's like elephant people technically.
The Loxodons, oh yeah. They're cool as fuck.
Interesting.
I just made they're basically like bipedal hyenas. They're like hyena demon people, the gnolls. That's one of the homebrew races. You can play a gnoll if you really want to.
Mm-hmm.
Just something to think about, or you could play that bipedal, like I was talking about, seeing a living thing of ice. One of the homebrew races native to this world they're called glacialites, which are basically just a walking ice golem.
But honestly, even humans are a strong race. In fact, it's one of the stronger races, technically.
Humans are great. You could also play, you can do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, don't hesitate, like, shoot me a message or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah.
Okay, interesting.
All right.
I'm ready.
All right. Is everyone else ready?
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Yep.
I just put, like, a mouthful of goldfish in, so, like, give me a second.
He's gonna eat.
Sorry, like I said, I'm garbage.
What kind of goldfish?
Normal.
Oh.
Don't
no, it's the
me.
snack that smells back.
Bro, the flavored goldfish suck. Anyway. Hot takes from the guy that thinks Spore is a good game. So, Astrea, you wanted to walk back to the inn?
Yeah.
All right, you enter the inn. The dwarf is kind of seeming like he's cleaning up some stuff. He looks to be like he's checking the stew at the fire again. Oh, you're back, lass. You gonna buy a room this time, or are you gonna buy more ale and just leave?
Okay. Okay, I have one question before I figure out what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
How does minor illusion work?
Well, let's read the spell.
It's a very very versatile spell. You can create illusion that's up to 5 feet in size, like a 5 foot cube.
Okay.
It can't be a moving illusion. It can't emit light, but it can look like pretty much whatever you want. It can even be in the air, technically.
Okay. What happens if they touch it?
If they touch it, they will know it's fake, or they can use an action to try to investigate it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's 2 ways to figure out if it's fake. Is it touch or investigate?
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
But it can also make a sound. So
it could be a sound or an image is what it says.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't do what I wanted to do that. Never mind. But
also you can technically sit inside an illusion and hide.
Oh.
So yeah, you can do that. You can hide. You can use it as cover, like visual cover. You can use it to make footstep sounds, as if their footsteps walking towards you or walking away. You can make it a knock on a door sound. You can make it speak.
Okay.
It's very versatile. I really like the cantrip.
Okay.
I pick it almost every time I can pick a cantrip, if possible.
Because I wanted to make fake gold.
You technically can, it just can't move.
Yeah. But once I heard that if he touches it, he finds out it's fake. So that's I'm just like, oh.
Yeah.
Let's say if a copper piece looks like gold.
Oh.
That'd be more. I would say that'd be more prestidigitation.
But honestly, it's not even about touching it because you can't move. It's not very useful in like
Yeah.
using it as money.
True.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just toss a gold coin at him and say I'll take the room.
Ah,
As I head
excellent.
as I head to the as I like approach him to get the key.
He will. Are you turning in for the night, lass?
Yes, I shall.
And he takes the ring of keys off his belt and takes one off and hands it to you. Door on the right.
Wait, how many keys are on the thing?
Let's see. There's 3 rooms. What's his? So there's about 5 keys on there.
Okay. And they're just for the rooms, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They could be used for anything. Who knows?
Okay. Never mind.
Could be the key to his heart.
No. Okay.
Damn.
I'll just
Key to the
take
city.
route then. Yes, I'll be heading up for the night.
All right. As you unlock the door, there's kind of just a small room with like a little lantern that's illuminating it. There is like a little torch that's illuminating it. There's a small bed on a wooden frame that's filled with hay. That's really it. There's really nothing in here. Kind of sad.
Hmm,
You spent a whole gold piece on it without asking for change.
it's fine.
He just got a lot of money.
Yeah, this guy's fucking rolling in it right now, dude.
Oh, don't worry. I'll figure out a way.
Couldn't afford the hand crossbow though. Sage.
Yeah, I didn't look at the price chart properly, so that's why. Yeah, that's it for me for now.
Okay. Silo!
Oh my
Since
god, I've got so much to do. Yeah.
Your buddies are sleeping. It's now like the sun is painting the sky like this menagerie of sunset colors, like violets, oranges, soft reds. You'll see as you're approaching the icy shore, your feet are a little cold, but as you see where these boats are docked, you'll kind of see these. I'll show you. I'll post a picture. Knucklehead Trout D&D images. You will see. Can I copy an image into Roll20? Paste. Nope, I can't. So I don't have the book on D&D Beyond, so I can't display it in Roll20. So it's going to go in the Discord. If you look at the character art and memes channel,
Oh
you'll see these kind of fish swimming at the surface. These
wow.
large red trout with bulbous heads. As they're kind of swimming, they're just kind of swimming about, circling, waiting for food.
Do I see any people around these boats? This area?
You'll see some Tundran people. Just kind of, they look to be securing like these canoes, to this small wooden building. As they're kind of looking at you, you'll see one of them is working on this large carcass of the creature you saw them dragging earlier. As the blood is spilling into the water, and the trout are kind of like jumping through the water.
Any fishers or trappers here?
No, it just looks like this one guy skinning the beast.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna. Is he the only guy? Or I guess you said there's other people too. Okay, anyway.
I mean, yeah, they're like secure. They're like other people doing stuff, but he's like the only guy that's really there.
Okay. I approach.
Evening. What are you up to?
He does not look up at you, but you see he's got his hands in the belly of this massive creature.
It seems like
Oh yeah, go ahead.
And he pulls out what you think is the stomach. And he doesn't look at you. He says, "What does it look like, Outlander?"
it seems like you've caught some fine prey. What do you do with all the parts?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Oh, I was curious because I was looking for some fish bait. If there's anything you don't need, would you be able to spare me some?
He kind of sighs, and he takes his knife and cuts off a very fatty piece of skin and just holds it to you. That should be enough to catch some.
I'm just gonna reach out and take it.
You are most generous, thank you.
Mm.
Do you know which part is a good spot for fishing?
Just anywhere along this coast, I guess.
Thank you so much.
I'm gonna take out my rod and my fishing tackle stuff, set up that and, cast a line.
All right. So with your fishing tackle, you can make a survival check at advantage while fishing. Let's go ahead and make your survival check.
Okay, survival. Oh my god. Can I guidance this too?
Sure.
Oh my god.
You can make it at advantage too.
Oh, you're right. Let's roll it one more time. Okay, well, they're both good rolls.
Show
Hey
off.
Silo, what
I
is it
got-
like? What is it like when you get a fucking big old boy on the end of your line? What does that look like?
Oh, today's my lucky day. Heave.
We get a little bit excited. We struggle a little bit because it's been some time since I've tried fishing. And we pull it over onto shore, and is it look like exactly in the picture kind of thing?
It looks exactly like it does in the picture, and this fish is about 7 inches long.
Oh, it's only 7 inches.
Yeah, it's only 7 inches long. Gave up
Oh.
a fight though, man.
Okay, I thought it'd be bigger, but all right.
Oh, seems like I caught something.
It is floundering, gasping for breath.
Right. I just realized I don't have a way to keep them at the moment. Do I have a chain? I don't have a chain. That's a problem.
As you're looking through your bag, this fish is just suffocating on the ground, just floundering about.
What do I have on me? Let's see. A rope.
Find this. Let me find this. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull up the. I haven't bought Icewind Dale on D&D Beyond yet, so I have to use the physical book.
Okay, I don't really have anything I could use, unfortunately. What spells do I have? Probably nothing useful. Nope, that's not useful.
Here he is. All right, Fishy's gonna make a survival check
Oh my god.
while you're looking around for something to secure him with. Oh, it's wisdom. Okay, it's still kind of floundering around on the ground, not
Okay.
knowing what to do.
I'm gonna take more fishing line. And I'm going to maybe take out I don't know, 5 feet. Should
Okay.
be plenty. And I'm going to just take that line. I'm gonna get one end through its inside its mouth,
hmm
and then the other end I'm gonna pull it out of a gill.
Ooh, okay. It's kind of it's still floundering around on the line now.
Right, and I'm gonna tie that line to the dock. If there's a dock, what is there?
So
I don't know.
you would be just sitting on this ice. There
Oh.
really aren't really any structures near you.
Hey, I have stuff on me. Explorer's pack. Oh, you know what?
It's gonna make another survival check while you're looking around. It flops further onto shore, farther away from the water.
Okay, is there anything I can tie? I don't know how the environment looks like. Is there anything I can tie the line to?
You can give me a survival check or a
Okay,
nature
let's do
check.
that. Let's do survival again. Oh my god. Jesus.
As luck would have it, there was a large piece of driftwood embedded in the ice that looks very sturdy.
Perfect. I tie it to that, and then I toss the fish back in the water.
While the line is still in it,
So how it works is like the line it's inside is basically it's hooked inside his mouth and gill.
Right. The line is so the fish is still on the line, but he's in the water so it can breathe.
Yeah, exactly. And then I tie it to the wood so it can't get away. Essentially,
Okay.
usually use a chain, but I don't have a chain, so I'm using
Right.
line.
Right. So yeah, the fish is just kind of lazily swimming. It's trying to swim, but it's not getting very far. It's not thrashing about anymore. It's just kind of lazily in a shallow part of water, so it's not suffering anymore.
Okay,
Which is good.
I'm gonna look inside in the water and see if there's anything else in there around the fish.
There's ton. Oh, like around the fish you just caught?
Yeah, like in the area it can swim in. It can't get very far because it's tied to the.
No, there's really nothing. It's like it. From what you can see from the shore as the shore goes down, it's just kind of a rocky. It's just kind of like a rocky waterbed sort of deal, like a rocky shore underneath the water. There's nothing really that the fish can hurt itself on, or that the fish can use to cut the line.
Okay. Well, I was more looking in case there's prey, because the only issue is like other things can basically eat it while it's tied down.
You don't see any predators around.
Perfect. I cast my line again to try to catch another.
Give me a survival check at advantage.
Okay, I'm gonna guidance this. Oh my god.
All right.
Shit,
With a
I didn't mean to roll it twice.
You're good. With a 25,
26.
catch a very small boy.
Oh my god.
He's like 1 inch.
Oh my god, I throw it back in.
All right. Welcome to D&D 6th edition where it's just fishing.
I'm gonna try one more time.
All right.
I need at least one more. Survival advantage?
Yep.
Oh my god.
All right.
What the heck?
With a crit. You catch a 6-inch fish.
Okay, that's acceptable. Still seems small, but you know.
Yeah, it's not the biggest, but he's healthy though. He's flopping around.
Wait, why is this one a 1d20 and the rest are 1d12s? Anyway, whatever.
Because since you did a crit, I was gonna see if it could get higher, but it didn't.
I gotcha. Cool. Okay, well, I accept that. I'm going to. Actually, what time is it now?
It's probably about early evening. So, and by early evening, I mean like nighttime. Like stars are in the sky now. It's dark.
That's okay. I'm a nighttime creature. I'm gonna try one more time.
All right, fish RP.
Let's go. It's funny because I do fishing in a different campaign, and it's like that one's a lot of jokes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
17.
Small boy, only about 2 inches.
Jesus. Well, you know that one goes back in. Is this like a quick process, or is it taking a long time?
No, I'd say it's not like you throw the hook and it immediately catches. I mean, like it's gonna take like 20 minutes for something to swim up to your thing because you're not. The fish are more interested in like the guts and stuff that are flowing a little farther from you.
Like,
But
so
the
I've
fish-
caught 3 fish. So like roughly how long has it been?
I'd say about maybe 45 minutes.
Oh, okay, I got time then. I'm gonna try again. Feel free to do other stuff, people, if you guys want. I'm just gonna, keep fishing.
That works. Oh!
Oh, let's go.
This massive trout flops onto the shore as you struggle to get it out of the water. He is
I'm
a
getting
big
lucky.
boy.
Now, this is my lucky day.
All right, cool. I have what, 2 fish? Yeah, no, 3 fish. 3 fish.
Yep, 3.
1, 6, 1, 7, 1, 12. Cool.
Yep.
Let me just actually write this down because what's it called again?
A knucklehead trout.
Cool. All right. I gather my stuff.
These knucklehead trouts can weigh 70 to 50 pounds.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
A 6-inch one is that heavy?
70 to 50 pounds is what it says.
Well, it's
That's
a thick one. It's a small fish.
It's a thick lad.
Oh, I'm trying to imagine right now, like a dumbbell. Let's say
And
a
they ha-
50-pound dumbbell.
And
is like,
they have ivory like bones.
holy fuck! Can I even catch these things? They're that heavy.
I mean, you struggle. Probably like one or two of them, but like, because you're probably carrying what, like 70 pounds worth of gear or something.
Yes, at least.
Yeah. So I mean, you might struggle like putting them on your back and walking over. You might be encumbered, but
Okay.
they don't all weigh 70 pounds.
Okay, what's my total looking like?
All right. So the smaller ones probably weigh about like 40 pounds. The two smaller ones. The big
Okay.
one probably does weigh 70 pounds. So we're probably looking at 80 plus 70. So
Oh my
100 and 130 pounds of fish is on your back right now.
Oh
Or
my
you're
god!
dragging.
I wonder if I can actually lift that.
Give me an athletics check.
Okay, I'm gonna guide
you'll-
this for sure.
You'll
I'm
be
guessing normal.
you'll be dragging these fish through the dirt. Yeah, you're dragging the fish through the dirt. Unless you want to come back one at a time.
I'm gonna talk. Is the guy that was butchering the walrus or whatever it was still there?
Yeah, he looks like he's about done. It looks like he's laid about probably the entire inside of this walrus out on the shore as he's now kind of wrapping it in different would seem to be furs and cloths or furs and leaves and things like that. As he's now working towards the neck of the walrus.
Seems like you've got a lot of work done.
Catch anything?
In fact, I have.
And I show him this, like the 7-inch one.
He kind of like glances. Seem bigger.
I have a bigger one too. It's almost double the size.
You're not the only fisherman who said that.
I'm gonna struggle to pull out the 12-inch one and show him.
He'll kind of look at you struggling and put down the knife and come over and grab it with both hands. This is a good one.
Are you interested in taking one or purchasing one, I suppose?
As you say purchase, he kind of scowls at you and holds the big fish out for you. You Outlanders are all the same, just looking for coin.
Well, we can exchange other things too.
I'm not looking to trade.
Would you like a free fish? Is that what you like?
I don't need your sympathy, Outlander.
Well, it was worth a try, I suppose.
I'm going to... Let's see here. I guess I'll leave one... Actually, I'm gonna keep them all, like, back in the water. Like, same way.
Okay.
And I'm going to run over back to the bait and switch shop.
It is, the door is locked.
Oh, you're right. Let's see here. I'm gonna run to the dock place. Is there like a building here?
Yeah, so it's like a little wooden building. It's basically it's like a shack that kind of looks over the water, and there are some canoes tied to it, and what look like nets and lines.
Is anyone there?
No, it just looks like the one guy skinning the walrus.
Oh. So is it like, what time is it? Like 9? 8?
Yeah, it'd be like 9:30 now.
Okay, I'm gonna try the bait and switch shop anyway. I'm gonna knock on the door.
You hear a what? As you hear some like footsteps coming down some wooden stairs. The lock clicks, and Pycea opens the door. And she's like, hello?
Sorry, dear, to bother you at such a time. I have some good news.
Oh?
I caught one of the fish you mentioned, and I would like to share with you one of them.
Oh, as she's rubbing her eyes. Okay.
I just need a little bit of help moving a couple of them. would you have something?
There might be a sled out back you can use.
A sled. Okay. That sounds like it could work. Thank you. I'll be right back.
She shuts the door and locks it.
Oh. She doesn't want the fish. Alright, cool. Anyway, I guess I get the sled.
Yeah,
I mean, she's
there's
half
like-
asleep.
What you see is what she said is a sled, but it looks like it's just a piece of wood, like a plank wood with some ropes tied to it.
Oh my god. Alright then. I shall. Does it like how well does it look like it would function as a sled, like moving stuff?
To move 3 fish to the inn, you'll be fine.
Okay, cool. It's not that decrepit, I guess. I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna bring the sled over, and I'm gonna, load up the fish on the sled, and then I'm gonna bring it back to. I guess. As I walk by her place, I'm gonna. Actually, no, she didn't seem like she wanted to talk. I just keep going. I go there. Is there anyone here?
No, I mean, there's two different Tundran humans. Tundran people are kind of in that meditative stance around the tree.
Okay. Well, as I drag them and walk by, I'm just gonna say,
Good evening.
They do not respond.
okay, interesting. I keep. There's not much to this town, is there?
A very small village.
I'm going to. Yeah, I'll keep going.
All right, you get to the inn with your 3 fish. The fish are still kind of gasping for air, but they've stopped flopping around at this point.
That's okay.
Damn.
It's how it is.
Stone cold. My God.
You're fish.
You're a mushroom. What's your point?
Right. I am sentient though.
Ratioed.
Anyway.
Just don't cast speak with animals and you'll be fine.
I guess I bring the fish inside and I look around.
There's like a Goliath sitting at the bar, kind of swilling around a cup. He looks drunkenly at you.
Actually, before we do that, sorry. Outside, are there still guards?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Just go inside. Sorry, there's a Goliath end.
Yeah, he's just kind of drunk. They just kind of drunkenly look at you. Oh. He looks at the bottom of his coat. He's like, "Oh, I gotta stop drinking." He puts it down.
Do I see the dwarf?
No, you don't. You do not see him.
Okay. Well, I'm going to knock on his door.
You hear a very grumpy.
Excuse me. It is I.
You hear like what sounds like a chain being unlatched from inside the door. And the dwarf opens the door. He's like, "What?
Can I get my room key, please?
Here." And he hands you a key.
Perfect.
"Don't bother me again." And he slams the door in your face.
Oh, have a good night.
You hear the chain. You hear the chain latch behind him.
Okay, cool.
Which door
so-
would you like to try?
Is there anyone like in this level here?
There's the Goliath. There's the drunk Goliath, but that's it.
Okay. I guess I'll go to him.
What? Are you real? And he pokes you.
Good evening.
You talk?
Yes.
Oh.
Are you interested in fish?
I guess.
And I'm gonna show him one of the fish.
Oh. Those are tasty. His mouth starts watering.
I can't say I'm the best cook, but I think you might enjoy this.
Mm. He smacks his lips.
Are you hungry?
Mm-hmm.
Is there like a place I can cook here? Does it look like I
The
can?
fire is still roaring.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to cook one of them.
All right. Give me a survival check.
Okay. I have a mess kit if that helps. I think it
You-
does actually it is used for eating and cooking.
Yeah, you can do it at advantage then.
Okay, cool.
Didn't know that.
Survival. I mean guidances. Guidance.
Good enough. What does it look like when you prepare this fish to be eaten?
I mean ideally, I don't know if it's possible because I don't know like that much about fish. But like if I can have it perhaps even in like sushi form, like raw. If not, I will just cook it like what's it called?
Like without the obviously not with like the seaweed and the rice and that kind of shit.
Yeah, obviously
It's
not,
like
yeah.
cut just basically like bite-sized cuts of fish.
Yeah, chunks of raw meat. And that's
Yeah.
like sashimi. Anyway.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, you do that. You lay it out on a wooden plate that was sitting by there. Don't know if it's clean or not, but sure, whatever. Lay it out on the on there, and the Goliath goes, "Oh, that looks good."
If you want some, gather some
what's the word?
dinnerware.
Oh, and he drunkenly stumbles to the bar and he knocks over some. I'm gonna make a dex saving throw at disadvantage here.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, that's the worst row. Oh my god.
The barrel of mead comes crashing to the floor and just explodes.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, fire!" And he takes out this like fucking huge like skinning knife. This good?
A boar dish works.
Oh. And he drives the knife into the table and he pulls out a wooden bowl, and then walks over. Here you go.
I'm gonna I guess I was cutting it. I have a machete. Or scimitar rather. That's
I'm assuming the mess kit has like a small knife.
it does, yeah, actually it should. It should have a knife, a fork, and a spoon. And
Yeah.
like a pan, which is also a bowl. Anyway. Sure, I cut a portion for him.
Mm. Whoa, wow.
How is it?
It's good.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna eat one as well. And
It is very. It tastes like fish, obviously,
cool.
but when you bite into it, it's very hearty and very meaty.
Oh, interesting. I'm gonna pack the rest away if possible.
Sure. I will consider that a whole ration.
One ration?
Just for which fish did you cook?
I probably cooked like the small one first, just to see how well that would work. The
All right.
6-inch one.
Oh shit, because I said that thing's like 40 some pounds.
Yeah.
Well, you're not gonna get all 40 pounds of meat.
Yeah, but you probably like after cutting it, there's probably
Look at
I don't
look
know
at
how
that
much
thing.
is waste.
That thing's head is probably 10 pounds. Let's be honest. Look at that bulb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't even know if the head is edible.
No, so probably I'd say
not
like
actually.
you probably have like 20 pounds worth of rations.
Okay, cool.
added to your
So how many? Oh, is that like 20 rations basically?
If rations are a pound each, yes.
They're 2 pounds each. So
10 rations.
oh wait, no, they're 10 rations is 2 pounds.
Holy shit.
That
That
doesn't
is
sound
holy
accurate.
shit. Wait, hold on. Let me adjust to see if it's accurate.
Oh, D&D Beyond rations. Rations 1 day. 1 day worth of rations is 2 pounds.
Oh, okay. So, gotcha.
20 pounds, you have 10 days worth of rations.
So 10 more. Cool. Let's just adjust that. Oh my god. Okay. And then let's see here. Would I know ways to like freeze? Well, it's freaking Arctic, but like, can I freeze the other two fish?
You could probably just lay them out in the snow.
Cool. Let's like set up an area to do that
Okay.
outside.
Describe to me what you're specifically doing. Are they just going to be out in the open, or are you going to use like the wooden board to conceal them?
I'm gonna look for like a place that looks like more secluded, I guess. Like
Yeah,
like people don't go to this area, but it is
So-
nearby the inn.
Yeah, walking outside of the inn, you'll see there's like a little area in between the inn and the blacksmith, and the blacksmith's place.
Yeah, I'm gonna like
it doesn't look like there aren't a lot of footprints in the snow to indicate that it's traveled often.
okay. I'm gonna like kind of like carve out a place so I know it's there, and I'm gonna just like bury them with snow and try and freeze it. I don't know the actual freezing methods.
That'll keep them fresh enough for you to cook them again.
Cool. All right. And then, man, I can do so much because I don't really need to sleep much. I'm gonna. Oh, you know what? Oh, that's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna walk south.
Okay.
You know where I'm going.
Yep. So I don't have a map prep for this, but
That's fine. It's okay.
Brun, at this point, I'd say a few hours have passed. Your mask is now complete.
Woohoo!
After all this has transpired, you finished up you wrapped up the fish, you fed that Goliath silo. Brun, you finished up your mask. It's been about 5 hours. We're getting around that 5 hour mark. You could probably do some more fine tuning and stuff like that, but the mask is functional. What do you want to do now?
And what time is it now?
It's probably about like 10, quarter after 10 at this point.
All right, I'll probably just get some sleep now. That's over with.
Okay. As you close your eyes, you have that familiar dream again.
Wow.
You are. Do I have a different bird sound effect for this? No, I do not. Whatever. So you have that same dream again. Actually, we'll do this. Stop. Play. You're just running, and your sister Tyr is too far ahead of you to grasp, but just barely out of your reach, and you guys are just running. What do?
I call out to her. Tyr, where are you going?
All of a sudden, what seemed to be like you weren't paying attention to the landscape, it turns again into this tunnel. You can feel the heat as if you're in a volcano, and she turns down left down a fork in the road. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity. Saving throw. Uh-oh. Yeah, that sounds about right.
As much as you try with your might, you're forward in this dream. You're yelling at your body, "Go left after her," but your body goes right.
Stupid body.
And as your body goes right, you hear your sister scream.
Can I try to force my body back to try to take the other tunnel?
Yeah, as you turn around to run back, what seems to be just an endless cave at this point. But the heat of the volcano is just blinding at this point, and it's getting harder and harder to focus. As you come to see what you think is the red dragonborn you saw, this hooded red dragonborn standing over your sister's body with blood dripping off of a sword.
Do I have my gun in my dream?
And the dream stops.
Okay.
Astrea,
Gun.
what are you doing?
I'm still trying to figure out why there's illusion magic cast on their quote unquote world tree and processing all the information I got from the guards, right?
Yeah.
And other than that, I think my character will also go to sleep.
So what information are you trying to process?
The reasoning on why there's illusion magic and a strong source of blinding magic emanating from this tree.
Okay. Give me just a basic intelligence check. So, just click the intelligence attribute or the intelligence ability. See if that'll roll it on your character sheet.
14?
So, where you're from in the astral plane, from what Proxima has taught you, you know illusion magic is often used to either deceive or conceal.
Mm-hmm.
So, but what is it concealing? Is the tree not truly what it is? Is the ground not truly what it seems? But if there's strong divination magic, is whatever emitting that divination magic behind the illusion magic? These are the kind of things that are popping into your head. But with a 14, you're not certain.
Okay.
And then you drift off to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay, Silo. Jumping back to you. We're just gonna play this one. Since we're by the coast.
Oh, okay.
So, as you're walking south, just outside of the village, as these small igloos turn away and it becomes like this grassy, kind of snow-covered field, you'll see on the left-hand side is a... Oh, that's kind of loud. Is a wooden shack with a well next to it.
Do I see footprints? The creature?
Nope. You see small little footprints leading up to the shack.
Alright, I follow it.
Okay. You walk up to the shack. There is no handle on the door.
I just knock on the door.
You hear a very startled, "Ah? What?" You hear some scuffling inside. And then you'll see like a little hole on the right-hand side of the door open, and what appears to be an eye on a metal rod pops out very abruptly and gets into your face and yells at you, and sound comes from the eye and yells at you. But you don't understand the language it speaks.
I'm just gonna respond in common.
Sorry to bother you so late at night.
Go away! It says in common.
I brought some food.
I don't care! Go away!
Would you please let me in just for a minute?
And the eye goes back in. And then you hear more metallic sounds, what sounds like something being moved. And you hear something slide above the door, and this time you see a very long metal tube, and it's pointed down at you. Please give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my god. Alright. Oh wait, it's not an advantage. It's 7.
Okay. This is gonna hurt.
Cool. He casts gun.
But that's
that's not that
my
bad.
spell.
You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage as what you would know as a player sounds like a cannon going off. As you get punched in the chest by a baseball-sized metal ball and knocked off the steps. What's your constitution modifier?
Okay.
2?
All right, injury table. Bludgeoning damage, everybody's favorite.
Oh.
Is that something we could hear from like the tavern?
Oh, I mean, you guys are in a deep enough sleep.
Okay.
It's also 10 minutes away, right?
You feel a sharp pain explode inside of you, Silo, as an organ ruptures.
Oh my god.
Everyone's favorite injury. You permanently have one failed death saving throw and have disadvantage on death saving throws until this is healed.
All right.
Okay, there's no need for violence.
I back up.
You're off. You were blown off the steps, dude.
Yeah, I back up more.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Goodberry. I have how many does it make? 10? I think.
Yeah. Are you gonna eat one?
Yeah, I'm walking back to the town. I'm gonna eat one.
All right. Eating one. You feel that pain subside in your chest. I won't even bother editing the injury table then.
Yeah, I'm gonna nine Goodberries. Cool. And then I'm just gonna walk to my room in the inn and go to sleep.
All
And
right.
I'm gonna be away in person.
Okay. Well, I mean, we'll wait till Silo comes back, but I think after we finish up here with Silo, I think that's as good as place as any to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Or we'll let you guys wake up and kind of talk. Hey, Rick, remember when I said gunpowder didn't exist?
Yeah.
I lied.
That's sad.
This guy seems to have figured it out.
Is this the villain origin story? Discovery of gunpowder.
I don't know. Silo stumbled upon a D&D sovereign citizen.
Yeah. I need to meet this guy for no reason.
Super nosy, just coming up to random people and be like, yo, what's up?
Hey, I heard you have guns.
That makes us brothers.
We'll wait till Voy gets back. And then we'll kind of wrap up.
Sick.
See, oh fuck, what's that? Your fucking my thing's coming your name. Daku, we like to have fun here.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I keep hitting you guys with bludgeoning damage. I gotta fucking branch out and use some of these other injuries.
Should have shot him full of knives.
I should have done psychic damage.
What is
Psychic
that?
cannon.
What is that?
Fire.
Oh, there's plenty of ones. Like shadowy figures. You think you see things moving in the corners of your vision,
Oh, so we just
which gives you disadvantage on attack rolls. You must make a DC 5 Wisdom saving throw periodically. Failing the saving throw, you think something is readying an attack against you.
Love it.
Okay.
Piercing damage is boring. Necrotic damage. Stench of death. You automatically fail charisma-based skill checks, and you have to do some convincing to make sure people don't think you're undead.
What happens if we get something that we're immune to?
Like damage-wise,
Yeah, like what if
I mean, you won't take damage.
like what if someone got that necrotic thing, but they're immune to necrotic stuff?
Then you don't take damage, and you won't have to. I won't have to roll on the injury table.
Interesting. Okay.
Lightning. Oh, this is a fun one. Grounded. You become a living lightning rod. All sources of lightning damage within 100 feet of you will automatically find you as long as you're within 100 feet of the damage source.
Fun.
What?
Oh, this is a fun one. Jittery. The amount of electricity coursing through your body doesn't leave. You jolt every now and again. You do not gain the benefits of a short or long rest without succeeding a DC 10 con saving throw.
Oof.
So that's not as bad as the grounded one.
Is there one where he can combust?
I think fire damage does that.
Uh,
No, it doesn't. Heat exhaustion. You feel constantly hot. Your body is working overtime to combat this feeling. You make con saving throws at disadvantage. Oh, charred. Your skin bubbles and chars. Your natural AC increases by 1, but you can't use hit dice during a short rest.
Ooh.
Worth it.
Cold damage. Frozen, the liquid coursing through your body begins to freeze. The maximum amount of hit die you can use during a short rest is decreased by 1. Hypothermia. Your movement speed is halved.
That doesn't seem that bad.
Acid damage. This one's fun. Boils. Large boils explode with pus forming. With pus, you have -3 to con-based checks, and the sight of your boils is abhorrently disgusting. That's a good one. Poison damage. Gut sickness. You must make a DC 10 con saving throw when eating or drinking. If failed, you don't gain the benefits of eating or drinking. Radiant damage. Blinding light. Your vision goes white as you're hit with a blinding light. Your eyes have a hard time adjusting. Creatures with dark vision lose their dark vision ability.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Beings without dark vision are blinded for 1 minute.
Looking at you, Brent.
Better not.
Disintegrating, pieces of your flesh begin to turn to ash. You cannot restore HP through resting. You take 1d6 true damage each hour.
Love it.
Blessed light, you become sick and will periodically vomit. You restore double HP through magic healing. When attempting to take an action, you must make a DC 10 con saving throw beforehand. Failing the saving throw, you double over in gut-wrenching pain and are effectively paralyzed for 1 turn. We've done slashing damage before, I think. Thunder damage. Burst eardrums. After you're hit with a loud cracking of thunder, everything goes quiet around you and you lose hearing in one ear. You have disadvantage on perception checks, and you are deafened for 1 hour after the damage is dealt.
Ah.
Tinnitus. Your ears are ringing. People have to talk louder than usual when talking to you. You have disadvantage on saving throws against becoming deaf. And then shakes, your body won't stop vibrating. You have disadvantage on dex-based sleight of hand stealth checks, and you attack at disadvantage with dex-based weapons.
I'm back, sorry.
No, you're good. So, Daku, those are kind of the injuries we have.
I see.
Is that something that's a little too intense for you, or?
Nah, that doesn't seem like that bad.
Cool. Anyway, Silo, as you go to sleep, this is actually the first time you'll have a dream.
In your life.
Not in the 175 years you've been alive. But this dream is unusual, Silo. Because there's nothing around you.
So it's just like pitch black?
It's just a void.
Huh.
And this is one of those lucid dreams where you feel like you're in control and can move around, but there's just nothing there.
So is it dark? Is it bright?
You can't tell. There's just nothing.
I'm gonna glow again.
Your light radiates from you, but there's just nothing around you. You feel as if you're standing, but there's definitely nothing under your feet. There's nothing above you. There's nothing to the left, to the right, in front of you, or behind. It's just empty.
Can I cast spells without my stuff? Do I have my stuff on me?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lucid dream, man. If you want to have your stuff, you have your stuff.
I'm gonna guidance myself.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try to... what would I do? I'm gonna call upon religion.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pray, I suppose.
Okay.
Yeah, to my god.
To Weejas,
Yeah.
what do you ask?
I'm gonna ask if, what's a good way to put this? Has it come time for me?
You will hear your own voice.
Okay.
Not yet. As you see yourself standing in front of you.
I look up at
But
that self, I guess.
something is wrong.
What seems off about it?
You seem to be decaying in front of your eyes.
Hmm.
Like rotting away.
Can I tell where the voice came from?
Came from in front of you.
Oh, okay.
As you're staring at that, you see one of those shadowy dogs you fought in the forest. Kind of standing next to you as it is decaying.
Ah.
And then you see the druid that Alakir cut the arms off of. She has no arms still, but she is also decaying.
I'm gonna take out... What do I have? I don't have very much. I'll take out a scimitar. And I'm going to slice the back of my hand.
Whatever color your blood is, you begin to bleed. And you wake up.
Okay. Interesting.
And you feel something's not right. As if something, just something, you can't put your finger on it, but you know there's a feeling down in your gut like something is off. It's very unsettling. I don't know what it is.
Does it feel physiological? Does it feel magical? Does it feel emotional?
You don't know. You just know something is wrong, but you can't tell what it is.
Okay.
You feel fine. You feel strong and rejuvenated after your rest, but it just feels like something is off.
Alright, I'm gonna leave my room.
Okay. And as you leave your room, at this point, I would say it's morning. Astrea and Brunt, are you getting up out of your rooms as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. As you two exit, you'll see the innkeeper is standing there as a Goliath is like picking pieces of the broken mead barrel off the ground.
I wonder how that happened.
And he turns to you all. What do you want? You watching the show, or are you gonna leave?
I'm on my way out.
Good.
You happen to know where that red lizard went from yesterday?
Nope.
Do you know of any, say,
Nope.
volcanoes in the area? You kinda suck.
Yep. His arms are crossed.
I leave the building.
I'm also gonna leave.
I as well.
I wanna go to the bait and supplies.
All right. So with that, I think that's a good stopping point for now.
Yeah.
Keeping that key.
Oh shit! He didn't ask for the keys back.
Well,
All right. So you guys now have keys to the drunken Outlander. Great.
Sweet. I'm gonna add that to my inventory.
I shall as well.
All right.
he just lost 3 of his rooms.
Fuck.
Well, actually, I mean, he has a room. It's just he has to get new locks and keys.
So what'd you guys think of this session? Did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
This is a nice change of pace from fucking 20 years of combat.
I feel like I took over the session too much. Low
No,
key.
you're fine. You're fine.
I don't know. I felt like I did the whole session, and like the other guys didn't really do anything.
No, you're fine. I mean,
I got no complaints.
Okay.
Brent literally slept half the session.
Technically, I worked on my mask for most of it.
That's fair. That's fair.
I learned about a tree.
Which you think is a tree.
Yeah.
And next session, I might kill a guy for gunpowder. Who knows?
Why would you kill him?
You know, you can't have 2 people with gunpowder.
I will say Silo did not looked like well, no, because you healed yourself and then you rested. But I will say, Silo, your chest does hurt a little bit from getting fucking blasted by a cannon at point blank range.
Jeez.
Right, I need to heal back to full.
Yeah, you have full health, but your chest is definitely bruised and sore.
Okay. Cool.
But good. I'm glad you guys enjoyed this session. So our next session will be normal Thursday. Or do you guys want to switch to Fridays? Thursdays work better?
I think Thursdays are preferable. Fridays could work, but I don't know if it'll work every time.
It's okay. We can stick to Thursdays. Our next session will be Thursday the 24th. We'll start at 9 and around midnight. Deku, you're more than welcome to join us.
Okay.
Just let me know what you want to play. I can help you build your character. We are using Roll20 mainly. I think the invite for Roll20 is in the announcements channel, and it's pinned. Yeah, it's pinned. It's at the very top. So that'll let you join the game.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever used Roll20's like Character Mancer or anything like that before?
No.
Okay. I'm going to give Voy permission to edit your character sheet as well.
Okay.
So he can help out with that, but myself and Voy will help out with your character sheet and stuff like that.
Sure.
Your character is going to be level 4, just to be on the same playing field as everybody else.
Okay.
And otherwise, if you have questions about the lore or anything like that, don't hesitate to reach out. You don't have to have your character like completely fleshed out by next session. Just have like a general idea of what you want to play, what you want to do, that kind of stuff. Like backstory, you do not have to have fully fleshed out at all.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'll see you guys in 2 weeks then. I'm glad you guys had fun. Sorry if it was like a little meh, but I had fun.
I enjoy RP, so
Yeah, it was good.
Good. You guys, I know Rick enjoyed the little fucking intrigue thing with his sister. The guy fucking hunting quote unquote his sister.
And he gave me money for it. It was grand.
Boy, did you enjoy your fishing your fishing session?
yeah. I mean, I didn't expect a fish to weigh so much.
Like, that's what Rhyme of the Frost Maiden says. It weighs 50 to 70 pounds.
I'm just blown away that they can weigh so much for being so small.
They are a small creature.
That's true. But
Maybe
they're so heavy.
It's probably
They're just meaty boys. That's a lot of sushi.
Yeah, insane. I need to unload some rations.
All right. Well, I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Thanks for playing, guys.
Yeah, I'll see you
See ya.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.
I hope you guys had a good session. If anyone's even here, who knows? But like I mentioned at the beginning, I do keep these up on my YouTube as well. Only missing like 2 sessions, so yeah. If you want to catch up, you can do that. And thanks for stopping by. See ya.